Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And a Falcon first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On play action, Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll motion a tight end right. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter four-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
A tight end in motion now. Third down. Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Divine Diablo. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Purdy to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their second possession. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back 1st and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Pitts is the man in motion. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. Good blocking to the 15. And he's in! Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Falcons.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The 49ers offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and short. Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, 49ers.
17-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Falcons 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They're going to go play action with Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. So a big one there to start the drive. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Robinson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
And this is what happens when you get a little too cute. So there's a fine line in the NFL, Mike, between being creative and innovative and also overthinking it. And I think this kind of falls into the latter category. I like the idea of pushing the envelope and giving the defense something they're not used to.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Man in motion here is Jennings. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. It's a big run by Robinson. It's a gain of 49.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Robinson. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners' 8-yard line.
One more time, it's Robinson. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. A run here with McCaffrey. Whoa! And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, 49ers.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Caden Ellis in on that stop.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. It's caught by Bourne. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Harrison on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from 30 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers have tied it at 17.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Now Penix. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They have had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Left side in the hands of London. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the Falcons' 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Penix on 3rd down. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 2nd down, they need 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. To throw, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
It's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners move out in front, 20-17.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Mooney in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a run. Uh-oh. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Out of the shotgun. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. They'll talk things over before third down. Pitts is the man in motion. On third and goal, it's Penix. On the run to the right.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. The 49ers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
Purdy's pass complete to Ricky Pearsall. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. Caden Ellis in on that stop.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down and 8. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
3rd down, 3 to go. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
We spent so much time.
Raheem Morris consulting with his staff above, and they decide to throw the challenge flag here.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. The 49ers out for the punt as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Falcons.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give, and here comes Robinson. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs to kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Here's a designed run. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, Penix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Michael Williams in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Pitts. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
This is caught at the 2. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. On the give, it's Robinson. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
It is brought in the end zone. Ray McCloud. Touchdown, Falcons. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the Falcons will go up by 7.
Falcons 27, 49ers 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and
2. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short. Purdy. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The 49ers out to punt this one.
For San Francisco.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jason Pinnock there to end it.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. And this is 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they move the chains on 3rd down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Finding space at the 40. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
We're going to go play action with Penix. Left side, he's got McLeod. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long. But in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He fires downfield for Pitts. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
The extra point try forthcoming. He gets it to go, and the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
49ers 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Here's Saul, the man in motion. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll step up and run this.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
You look underneath here for McCaffrey. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Open man there. It is Bourne. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's caught by McCaffrey. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, 49ers.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he will score! Game on! Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will cut the deficit to 7.
Falcons 34, 49ers 27.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Agnew on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Ooh, well, now you see him, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
We'll go play action now with Penix. That's the tight end, Pitts. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Robinson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he gave one man the slip and going to take this one forward. A pick up a 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On third down, Penix in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
The Falcons getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Niners offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, it's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On first down, it's Robinson. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. A big one here in the fourth quarter. It's a gain of 49.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
27.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession.
7-yard line.
To throw on first down is Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 2.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Again in the air for Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Third down, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
That At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Purdy. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
He'll step up and run, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
3rd and short. Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3.
So this is kind of a tricky down and distance, and I think for the defense, you really have to be ready to defend any type of play. They could keep it on the ground like they do here, but you also in the back of your mind have to think play action, drop back pass, screen. So there's a lot of plays at the offense's disposal, and they keep it on the ground, keep it simple, and pick up the first.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here's Robinson. And the Niners are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? A play fake. Now it's Purdy. He'll swing that out wide, and he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off, unable to cut any further into the deficit. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Another run here for Robinson. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.